Member for Oak Bay, Gordon Head.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, it gives me a profound honour for me. It's a profound honour for me to rise in the House today to pay tribute to Mr. Lorne Frame, a Canadian hero who resides in the riding of Oak Bay, Gordon Head, and seated in the gallery above there. In 1942, at the age of 18, Mr. Frame joined the Royal Canadian Air Force. After further training in Britain, he became a pilot in the 419 Canadian Bomber Squadron, where he flew Lancaster bombers. At the age of 20 and on his 13th mission, his plane was attacked by German night fighters. His plane was shot down on the edge of the Fontainebleau forest south of Paris. As he fought to control the descending plane, he ordered his crew to evacuate. He was the last person out of the plane. After walking all night, Mr. Frame found himself in the village of Barbizon. There he came into contact with an American woman by the name of Drew Tartiere. Mrs. Tartiere spent the war years assisting the French underground. As she spoke English, Mr. Frame was able to convince her that he was a member of the Allied forces and not a German soldier. Mrs. Tartiere hid Mr. Frame in the back of her house, where he was eventually joined by members of his crew. They stayed hidden for 7 weeks until Barbizon was liberated in August 1944. As benefits a true hero, Mr. Frame minimizes his contributions and sacrifices. To this day, he praises the women and men of the French underground, and in particular, Drew Tartiere. He marveled at their bravery. In assisting Mr. Frame and his compatriots, they risked their lives and the lives of their families and friends. Drew Tartiere documents Mr. Frame's story, among others, in her book, The House Near Paris, that she published in 1946. I just recently ordered that from Abe Books, and I'm looking forward to its arrival so I can learn more about Mr. Frame's remarkable story and the remarkable work of Drew Tartiere. In recognition of his sacrifice and his service in helping liberate France from the Nazis, Mr. Frame has recently been selected to be a member of the Order of the Legion of Honor. Originally established in 1802 by Napoleon Bonaparte, the Legion of Honor remains France's highest decoration. We are privileged, Honourable Speaker, to have Mr. Frame with us here in the gallery tonight, and I would like this House to join me in congratulating him on this latest distinction.